Oh, hi. How was everything tonight? I know that it's, didn't mean to do that. I know it's been a long time. It feels like it's been a long time since I've been, been live, been local, been on the air. You know, just got that, got all that stuff, all the funk that I had in the last week out of my system now. So I'm back this week, my first full week back. Took two vacations, way too much in the last 2.5 weeks. But this is TJRS, the John Ross Show, on a nice Monday evening here in Kansas City, Missouri. My one bedroom, one bathroom apartment. Sound very, very quiet, which I apologize. I'm feeling kind of mellow tonight, and whilst I have been taking a few breaks in between the show, doing the nightly show, I've been trying to keep up with the Sunday stream, which you can catch every Sunday afternoon at 12 Central. Excuse me. I need a little bit more water again. 2 minutes in, and I'm already needing a drink of water. I feel like our former president. I just need a little bit of water. He's got the nature fresh water. He's got the nature's fresh, ready in hand in case he needs it. Which in our case he really needed it. So I'm back. Like I said, I can't say enough. Um, 2 week, 2 week vacations, way too many. I, long story short, I was in a funk. Uh, Not a bad funk, but a funk nonetheless. And I just needed some time away from the mic. Okay, you got me. I was preoccupied with school and testing and all that other kind of stuff. So that was taking up some of my time, and I needed to kind of focus on that for the last 2 weeks. But all that's kind of out of my system for now, at least. The semester had only just begun. I've been back in the habits. So like I'm back tonight, and even though, like I said, I haven't been on the air. I've been away for the last few months. Hey, to the one Twitch viewer that shows up every night that I'm so grateful for. That I'm so great. That I'm very, 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 very grateful for. I always wondered who that was. But anyway, I'll just leave it anonymous. You know, the thing of independent journalism, keeping sources anonymous, if you want it. What was it? Oh, even though that I've been away from doing the main nightly show for the last I can't keep saying it enough, the last 2.5 weeks, I've been doing the Sunday streams with R.C. Roberts of Barokia Interview on Substack.com. I did one yesterday. It was only supposed to be about his upcoming media review on the Netflix series Castlevania. And because he didn't have it ready yet, it's supposed to be ready on Wednesday, rather. And we kind of just did a free flow, talked about a whole host of things from Castlevania to cancel culture to anime to current politics, to current events. And that went up yesterday. And that was a lot of fun. I enjoy those streams with RC. So much so that it's become a major thing for my evolving podcast stream, or I shall say stream. I mean, I refer to this as a podcast. It's just not. It's not on any of the podcast platforms. It's on 2 streaming platforms, but hopefully, if I get big enough, that'll change. So, enough of me. Oh, big programming note. So, tomorrow at 7 Central Time, Andy World will be coming on the show from Bad Takes Podcast. Will be coming on the show to talk about the travesty, I shall say, in Del Rio, and that'll be a great discussion. That'll be an awesome topic to talk about. And speaking of that, oh crud! Stop screen sharing. I stopped screen sharing of it. There we go. Yes, you see my current page, current YouTube channel. Which, if you haven't already yet, subscribe to watch the show. Again, if not tonight, any night, please go see the Sunday show with RC. It's phenomenal. Anyway, I was watching Beavis and Butthead when I came on her. That's why I'm kind of late. So, excuse me, I had to have a little dinner. So, yeah, the Del Rio situation. I'll be talking tomorrow with Andy World. It's the forces. So that situation, it's Del Rio. The migrant workers. Okay, let me try to find a good article. Try to find, how do I refer to this? Forces? Forcewell. No, I hate to say that. Yeah, I'll do it. It's not on a paywall. It's a lot of these. So this is the topic that I'll be speaking with Andy World tomorrow. This is, there's obviously a whole bunch of articles and videos and news sources talking about this topic, but there is so much to go over and so much to find. I'll just settle in the person. So this is from Gia. So yeah, Ingara's border boss defends whips and round of Canadian migrants. Yeah, it's under a paywall. I wonder if I go on card. Okay, fine. Fine. Yeah. Okay. Establishment. no longer use horses at Texas. The Biden administration will no longer use horses at a Texas border crossing by Joe. Biden administration has suspended the use of force patrols on the U.S.-Mexico border crossing Del Rio, Texas. White House Press Secretary Ben Psaki announced Thursday. Images, of course, circulating this week of border patrol agents of Quebec following a group of mostly Asian migrants at a makeshift camp along the banks of the Rio Grande. Officials said some agents used force reins during the clashes, which were mistaken for whips. Photos and videos of the scene drew widespread condemnation from some Democrats and civil rights groups, as well as top officials of the Biden administration. Psaki said, quote, "We feel those images are horrible and horrific." House Security Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas informed civil rights leaders, "I'm so sorry, I should be better at pronouncing these names." Informed civil rights leaders Thursday morning of the decision to suspend the use of horse patrols of Del Rio, Psaki. Department of the DHS has opened an investigation into agents' use of horses and placed subjects to investigation of administrative duties. Some of the migrants in the border camp were expelled to Haiti, on flights to Haiti, and others were allowed in the U.S. to seek asylum. They reached over 4,000 migrants began Thursday morning, DHS officials said. On Thursday, U.S. Special Envoy for Haiti, Daniel Foote, resigned, saying he will not be associated with the United States inhumane, counterproductive decision to deport thousands of Haitian refugees and immigrants to Haiti. So, yeah, this is, this is just terrible, for one. And to be quite honest, it puts the U.S. government and it puts the image of America, it puts the image, it puts the U.S. government, puts the image of the United States around the eyes of our foreign allies, I guess that'd be the word, that need us and need our help and need our assistance and whatnot. It puts the eyes of the Biden administration, of course, in a negative, projection. And Biden's approval ratings have since fallen. Last I checked, which was a long time ago. His approval ratings have since, last I checked, have slumped. Yeah. So, according to Gallup, Biden's approval ratings are now at a low. Kamala, Vice President, Kamala is, however, up on a 5-point streak. I was proud of it. Yeah, down from 55. Yeah, independents don't like him. Job approval for Kamala is actually matching Biden's. So, yeah, he's not doing so well, folks. Using some of his language. Get it. So, as someone who, I will admit, held my nose as a progressive leftist who supported Bernie, Mike Wright, supported Bernie Sanders in 2016, 2020, held my nose, voted for the candidates because I didn't want the orange menace, as I call it, Trump in office, and then when he became in office, I held my nose again and voted for the candidate. Basically, sold my soul twice. To once to keep Trump out of office, and then when he got in office, to keep him from going out, to keep him from staying in office. And now with this, I'm really starting to have my doubts. I mean, I really, 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 really have started to have my doubts as far as my perception of Biden that I first had when he got into office. Because like so many progressives, you know, a lot of them are older by a decade or more. Some of us were like, okay, like I said, hold your nose, vote for the candidate, especially if you live in a swing state. And stop breathing. Stop sounding all hyper. For those of us who essentially looked at this and was like, you know what? You know, we hold our noses, we vote for the candidates, and then they don't do what we expect them to do. I think with Biden, it was expected all along that he was going to try to do everything that the progressive voters and progressives in Congress, in the House and Senate, would want him. He's not for a lot of the programs that they would be for, like 4A and community, for example. What's that acronym stand for, folks? Medicare for All and Green New Deal. I don't see Mr. President being for those. I don't see him changing any tune on that. If I'm wrong, go ahead and prove it. But I keep my stance. I keep my stance high and level that he's not going to change. I'm trying to do this. But one thing is, I just like having these things that I just don't really do it in dead silence. So if you kind of notice, yeah, it's mainly for me, so I don't have to show dead silence. So yeah, that's my view. That's my view of the Del Rio force, Del Rio controversy, I should say, with Haitian migrants. Go further on tomorrow. And Biden's approval ratings. But you know, I mean, you know, I know it's not much. I mean, maybe on this issue, not much. I could probably expand more on it, but I'd like to do that tomorrow. And just be like, we thought Biden was going to come in, even for progressives. We thought Biden was going to come in and actually. Sorry, had a mic issue. We thought Biden was going to come in and basically just do what he would. I'm stuttering over my words. I'm trying to do this right. We, as in progressives, thought that Joe Biden was going to come in and actually try to be progressive in some way, shape, or form. We realize now that's not going to happen because he's not. He has used the phrase progressive as some sort of tool to secure voters. Just like Hillary Clinton 4 years ago, after she got the nomination. That's debatable. And had Bernie Sanders out there and tried to adopt some of his proposals to court the Sanders voters. And then he himself, Sanders, Bernie, went out, poured his heart and soul into campaigning for Hillary in 2016. I know this has been called out several times before, and a lot of these viewers and listeners are like, "You're bringing this up again." We already know. I'm just like, hey, I get that, but it's to kind of remind everyone, as if we need a reminder of where we are now versus where we've been the last 4 years. Just gets under my skin, man. I know it gets under your guys' as well. I was talking a little bit of water. You know, it's just like, man, hold our nose. Look for the candidate we don't like. And he's not fulfilling what he's doing. They basically ran on an idea of just getting Trump out of office, not realizing, hey, once you get Trump out of office, what are you going to do? Are you going to be your own person? Are you going to continue the policy, the terrible neocon policies and procedures of your predecessor? As so far as I've seen in the last 8 months, Biden has done that. So I'm very skeptical of a lot of what he's done. As someone, a lifelong leftist, I remain regrettably so, maybe even doubtably, a registered Democrat, but out of default, because I don't see another alternative. I mean, I'm a Green Party member, but you know, I still believe. I mean, it's part of me, like, there's like a 95% part of me that thinks that I still believe in the Democratic Party and the progressive side of it, the progressive wing of it. The Bernie Sanders, the AOCs, the Squad, the Justice Dems, you name it. The DemSoc of that side. The other side, as far as like the moderate libs, the Pelosi's of the world, the Chuck Schumers, the Adam Schiffs, who else am I thinking of? The Mansions of the world, the Andrew Cuomos, dare I say thing, this is terrible, it's disgusting, it's revolting. Those people, I hate. I hate them with every instinct of my body. And that's why we need to get somebody that will know the job well than Nancy Pelosi. And that person is Shahid Buttar. And I am probably going to get a lot of trouble for this. When I say trouble, like a minuscule, tiny bit of trouble. Minuscule, tiny bit. Like that bit. That bit. That bit of trouble. Because I've done work for Shahid in my home state of Missouri. When I say I've done work, I've not gone to California where he lives and done work. I'm doing work now for him whilst I'm doing this podcast. Yeah. But the difference between me doing work for a political candidate like Shahid and doing this podcast is, unlike a lot of other corporate media people, I'm my own man. You know, I'm self-served. I'm what do you call it? Self-owned, self-administered. I don't own. No one owns me. No one owns me, man. I own myself in this show. So there's no kind of bias in telling some like network head, what I call network department head, telling me that it's a conflict of interest thing for doing a show and going and work for a political candidate, whether in my home state of Missouri, which is like a deep-ass red state, which I hate, and it's terrible. I mean, it's totally terrible because, like, I just, you know, our governor right now is a piece of crap, Mike Parson. And the guy he replaced, Eric Greitens, is an even bigger piece of crap in the sense that he covered up, he tampered with evidence and covered up an affair that he had, and then he blackmailed a woman, unfairly so, and changed her life forever, and told that poor woman, if she ever told anybody about what he did to her and what he was going to do because he was running for office, he was gonna report it. He was gonna take those pictures to the media. See, here I go again. I'm just ranting. I'm doing political rants. That's what it should be. This is what the show should be without a guest. My solo days when it's just me and on Sunday streaming, I should just have ranting. It's called Ranting Monday on TJRS. Oh, this is so good. So good. I just like doing political rants, guys, because it gets on my skin. I mean, I'm only 9 episodes in, but I know that I'm only 9 episodes in, but doing stuff like this, like here, I'll show you. I'll show y'all. I'm gonna show y'all something. Little something. Little something. What's his face? Eric Greitens, the dumbass governor of Missouri, who is running for the Senate, and again, he's terrible. He was a terrible governor for as short of a governor he was. He was just terrible, folks. I mean, guys, he was just freaking terrible. This is in the St. Louis Post-Dispatch. After supporting Arizona Review, excuse me, ex-governor Eric Greitens rejects finding of Biden. Yeah, little shitter. Most people. I shouldn't curse on here. I apologize. Okay, there we go. Should have done that. Your voters like Joe Biden, President, Friday can cast doubt on the results that he tried to maneuver his way into the U.S. Senate. As he tries to maneuver his way into the U.S. Senate. Yeah, as you were doing what you were expressing doubt for the president, even though that I've just described my disillusionment, so to speak, with Biden. I don't really approve of what he's doing, a lot of what he's doing at the moment, from a progressive left point of view. You are basically accusing him. You are doing the thing that you were supposedly falsely accusing him of doing, doubting his chances to get into office, that he got into office fairly. Like you, governor, I hate to call you that because you've only been a good governor, you were the shortest governor that this state ever had. You're now trying to like BS your way into the U.S. Senate, for one. Like total nitwits like Josh Hawley are terrible. Yeah, Greitens won a 5-1 on Missouri Republicans, seeking the party's nomination for U.S. Senate in 2022 has tied his campaign to a GOP-backed review of last week's election results in Maricopa County, Arizona's most populous county. Yeah. It's just plain. I gotta watch myself. It's just plain BS. It's just plain B freaking S. All right, of this guy. This guy right here, and I hate to show his face, but I have, folks. This freaking creep, this terrible man, who again did everything he could to cover up an affair. Welcome to my YouTube. He covered up an affair. He tampered with evidence. He threatened the woman. And he got out. He got cleared of all charges on one count of tampering with evidence. And he still walked free. And now he spent a decade, not even a decade, I'm sorry. Screw that. Rewind that. He spent a year and a half out of office. He tried to resume services with, I believe it was the Navy. Maybe the Army. Or was it? I won't be able to see it. Yeah, he tried to. Tried to return to service, and here I am. Yeah. Uh, anyway, he tried to return to service, and they wouldn't take him back. So now he's trying to go back into office. Because, unfortunately, this state is so heavily red, like Republican blood red Republican, they're going to have him back. We're going to have him back. We, as in the state. And I just hope that Cori Bush does everything in her power to oppose him, to oppose his election. And if that unfortunate event happens where he gets in, I hope to God and country. I don't know what else to say, man. I hope to high hell that Cori does everything she can and does and will and should to oppose him. Not even try to work with him. Like, not even try to compromise. Because it's not good. I mean, it's just terrible. And that's why we need to get people like Shahid Buttar in office. I'd much rather have him with the squad than this jughead. And here he is disputing the findings of the 2020 election when it's already been proven time and time again that yes, Biden won fair and square. Or do I need to show evidence of that too? Just to prove a point. Like, even still, that I've shown my disillusionment with the president, the current president, time and time again, I still hold the hope that he did win fair and square, even in the Republican states and in the districts that flipped. What else can I say, folks? What else can I say? So yeah, this guy is terrible, Eric Reitens, and he should not be in power. And yeah, doing the whole audit issue. I'd love somebody to audit him. I'd love somebody to audit him, I'm telling you. Anyway, I'm probably going to go too far into this. If I don't watch myself, I might have to get copyright struck. Or I could get a saying, hey, you're talking too much, pal. You gotta watch yourself or take this down. Yeah, I mean, I just don't get it anymore. I mean, I just don't. And I mean, I try to understand it, like, I just don't get it. Why do these people come back? I mean, I was for certain that Greitens would face justice for doing what he did to that court. Because there's testimony out there as well. I mean, there's really, really bad There's really not really bad. There's really, really good testimony as well. Describing all this. Just didn't get any good. And here he is. I mean, that poor woman, like, for the rest of her life, will have to live with the scars and pain of what he did to her. And here he is walking scot-free, trying to get into elected office again. And again, because we're such a we're such a blood red Republican state, there's a high probability, like a 95% chance, like maybe 98% chance that he's going to get elected to the Senate. Senate replacement. So, I'm hoping there's at least some progressives that I like to see run for that seat as well. At least turn some faction of that state a progressive blue wave, join Cory Bush and the squad in Congress. But yeah, I mean, how I go from Del Rio, we're talking about Del Rio, Biden's ratings to my own disillusionment with party politics currently, to the former governor, the disgraced former governor, and one for Senate. What a show I had. So, I just got to be careful, though. I got to be totally careful, though. You never know what will happen. You want to be careful. Gotta be careful, folks. Anyway, what else? Comments? I'm almost 10 episodes in. Like, I can't at least get one comment on YouTube or something? Or on Twitch or YouTube. Be like, can I at least get like maybe one comment? It says, hey. It's like, can I get at least maybe one comment on Twitch and YouTube? It's just been a slow day for me. A real slow day. School was good. Like test back. I got a low C, which means I'm gonna have to amp up my study habits. But that's what happens. Yeah. What else? Oh, I just remembered. Okay, so I'm sure everyone is familiar with Hassan Hiker. He's like the biggest Twitch streamer, one of the biggest Twitch streamers in the world. Maybe he is the biggest Twitch streamer in the world. So right now, I'll say one. Because he and Dan McKenzie are the biggest Twitch. Anyway, so Hassan and I forget his name, the guy from H3H3, Ethan Klein, have started a new web show called Leftovers. It's like a political lefty web show. Political lefty web show. Political lefty web show. Political lefty web show. That's what it is. It's called Leftovers, and I saw a little bit of it today, and I have to say I was pretty actually, wait, I haven't watched this yet. Let's see what you think. Yeah. So, yeah, Ethan Klein, Hassan Tiger launch Leftovers podcast following disillusionment and friendlies. So, after previous podcast venture hosted by YouTuber Trisha Paytas, today in a massive drama firestorm, H3H3 Productions Ethan Klein unveiled a new replacement series titled Leftovers. Political podcast debuted yesterday on the H3 Podcast YouTube channel. Co-hosted by Hassan Piker, who rose to fame as a journalist on Progressive Digital News Network, Beyond the Turks, and currently streams on Twitch under the YouTube moniker Hassan Abi. Hey Hassan, while left-leaning Kurt's title, the spirit of the show is not serious policy debates. It is bringing righteousness, I'm stubborn. To justice in these SH bags, just filing on idiots claim. So explain. The first show from a reported $3 million set focused on vaccine misinformation, but being propagated by rapper Nicki Minaj. Yeah. After vowing yesterday, episode 1 has already mapped 1 million views. The H3 podcast channel reports 3 million subscribers, but it show 1.7 million on a separate channel for highlights. Piper, for his part, counts 1.5 million followers on Twitch. Even his wife, Elliot Klein, they launched the channel in 2017. 3 series currently H3 After Dark, H3 TV, and Off the Rails feature solo Ethan commenting on his personal life and current events and casts from active series include Families, Temporary Permanent Replacement, Quotes by Terrence, and Content Core. Looks like a bit deep dives into controversial. And dude, I want to play this so much, but I'm just afraid that I'm going to get striked by YouTube. I don't even have my screen shared. Oh, dude, I so thought I thought I had my screen shared. Like, what are you talking about? What are you going on with something? You're not showing us what it is. This is what it is. It's the new show. And I just saw an episode of it. I saw the first episode today. I didn't get the full show because it was during my downtime. And I gotta say, I love it. Like, I actually kind of like it. It's it takes a while for me to kind of like something, as far as a like a new like political like leftist show on YouTube or any kind of streaming platform. So it's like, man, this is good. I just kind of watched it and I was like, oh man, this is quite awesome. This is good. I need to use this. So I immediately subscribed to H3's YouTube channel with the notion of watching the new Leftover show. I'll try to find something that isn't a full clip. Go check out Ben Burgess while I'm searching for this. If I could just do a shout out real quick. Ben Burgess, go watch Ben Burgess Gift them an argument. See which one. Oh, did this one.
I've been trying to do some shit. Okay, I've been doing some shit. And that is
7 months. Almost there for the 9-month anniversary.
It's a new podcast called The Left. That's right. Your boy
WFT
is working with the H3 Productions crew. We have a new podcast called Leftovers.
So
No, it's not merch. Merch is coming. Merch is on its way, but go fucking blast this. New episode is dropping. I don't know if they dropped the whole fucking I don't know if they dropped the actual like podcast yet. But cat's out of the fucking bag, boys. I thought the news was that you were gonna get your computer upgraded so they could play games. I am. Linus is making my new computer right now as we speak. Yes. Oh, they uploaded the whole thing?
Welcome everybody to the Leftovers.
I gotta say, the show is really cool.
over.
That's right.
H3 family and our $3 million set. We spared no expense. Hassan Piker.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you.
I'm ready to. Okay.
We plugged you too. Go ahead, show us his socials again.
I'm ready to. Oh, look at that! Hell.
I gotta say, I like the purple set. For one, I actually like the purple S set. That's really cool. It kind of reminds me of the Kenzo show and Good Morning Combat. They have like a color, like a red color. Like they don't have a set, but they have like their graphics. If you will. I think Dan from Kenzo show, he does like a red background for his set. But I'm really digging the purple set, the White House set in the background. I'm digging this, man. I'm totally digging this. Oh, hold on.
Hell yeah! I'm ready to bring the patriotic voice to this.
That's what
this godless channel.
Thank you. Hey, come on.
That's what I'm here for. That's right.
Yeah, dude, I'm so digging this.
Finally.
What is the leftovers? Listen, I've had enough of you guys complaining that you don't want me to talk about politics. So
you look so nervous. Oh, dude. The first I would say the first 30 minutes I'm like a little nervous, but then after that I got like super comfy. They're so awesome, dude. Like, I love the crew so much. Ethan and I. What? Don't want you here, son? You want the views on the video? Bro, are you crazy? Watching it here literally gives more views. I'm not gonna watch the whole thing. Damn, I saw someone in the subreddit call this shit when Frenemies ended. So
like, I actually checked it out. They're not on any of the podcast platforms. I was just checking it, and it's not on there yet. But I'm sure it will be. We're moving here shortly. Usually, the stuff when there's like when a lot of these podcasts, like with me, I'm just a Twitch streamer. I'm just a streamer in general that calls this a podcast. But they do. Usually, what happens is that I think on the day of, after they film the show, they do like it's like a recording of the show and gets sent out through Anchor. This goes out to Apple, Spotify, etc. Just to name it. My voice is starting to get a little scratchy. But I am totally digging it. I'm going to be honest with you. I've heard of H3H3, and I would watch them off and on for the last couple of maybe a year and a half, maybe 2 years during quarantine, and 2.5 years, and then when we were in quarantine, it was more like doing school online, binge watching. I was binge watching a little bit more. I just kind of found that I found Ethan Klein to be pretty cool. So he doesn't do like political stuff, like political. Like, he's more of like pop culture. He's of that side of me that he does that kind of the interesting side of me that likes the pop culture stuff. Like, I have that side to me that likes that stuff, and I'm not necessarily like all in politics and podcasting. Like, I love pop culture and I love books, I love movies, and all that kind of stuff. I feel that H3H3 does that kind of stuff. So to bring these two molds together, to bring the biggest, one of the two biggest platformers, streamers, together like this, it's gonna be cool. looking forward to this. I hope this takes off really good, really great. Congrats to us on for getting into this. I didn't even know from music. I didn't know. I'd seen some stuff like with Trisha in the past, and like they were when I know I shouldn't pay attention to all this stuff, but you know when you're also in quarantine, you're on your home a lot, you're like browsing YouTube and just seeing a lot of videos and podcasts and stuff, and so I'm watching all this shit about what's been going on there in that world, and you just kind of find out what's been going on and have what's his name, big Nick on and say, hey, this group, this blog squad is like a cult. They're like a high school like group, and they act like a cult, so to speak. That's when I kind of found even fine. And then of course, like when I kind of started watching the interview stuff, then I started watching the main show, and when we started doing this summer when he did the interview with Steven Crowder, and we brought Sam Cedar on, and Crowder just like dumped. It was that was like my first real like. I tried to bring that like show that on YouTube on the Roku with a friend with two of my friends, and they were not into it. It's like, I didn't like this Crowder guy. I was like, no, but I'm not talking for Steven Crowder. I hate Steven Crowder too. By the way, I detest him. He's you know, every wolf word in the bag. You know, bigot, homophobic, racist. He's all that stuff in there. But the H3H3, you know, the Sam Cedar episode was so good that it's you know, anyway. I'm looking forward to this show, man. I really want to see what this show takes off. But man, this is gonna be so good. This show's gonna be awesome, and I'm not trying to like well, I'm not trying to like put so much energy into it, like not have a big ego and be like, hey, this show's gonna be cool, and then you realize that it does have its flaws, which I know that there are some people that are gonna like this, and then some people are gonna like, have their doubts, so to speak. But I'm really looking forward to seeing, honest to God, I don't believe in God, but I'm really looking forward to this show. This will be good. This is like a good reason for me to actually subscribe to H3H3. That's tapping the water bottle, the water bottle, I guess. So yeah, this is gonna be good. Anyway, I'm gonna try to refill this, and I'm gonna let Boss. I'm just gonna play this ball. I'll be right back.
It was like we were vibing real well, and you know he reached out to me with the opportunity, and I was like, you know what, I think that could be fucking great. And their crew is fucking sick. Like I love everything they're doing. I really never tweet out the photo from the Insta. The tweet will bang. Oh yeah, I'm gonna do that. Hold on, I'm gonna do that right now. But yeah,
Love the collab with
it's I think it's gonna be wonderful. Like the first episode was awesome. Like I had so much fucking fun, despite the fact that you know I was doing it late at night and doing
OMG,
it
this is
for
so awesome
you know we went for like 3 hours. It was supposed to be, so the podcast was supposed to actually be for what do you call it?
I stole
The
my
podcast was supposed to be for you know 2 hours from like 7 to 9 we were gonna shoot, and then we fucking shot to like 11:30. You know what I mean? 11 fucking 30.
Glad to see you enthusiastic. Love to you, Hussein.
Beer and malting is still going. would you be collaborating with Trisha too? I don't know who Trisha Paytas is. And I also wish to keep it that way for the record. Like, I don't know any of that side of the world. Like, I don't know anything about like YouTube stuff. You know what I mean? Like YouTube drama, things like that. I don't want to know. Do not come. Okay. Will it be on Spotify? I don't know where it will be on. They're just like, this is basically a continuation. This is basically a continuation of like some of the many podcasts that H3H Productions has. This is now their newest podcast where Ethan and I will
leftovers like you ever had.
Ethan and I will be doing a podcast where we cover some of the new stuff that's going on, because apparently, and I did not even know this, like apparently there's a lot of people in Ethan's community that were like, yo, you should stop talking about politics. They were like, you should stop talking about politics. So he was like, yeah, that's right. I'm going to talk about politics then. I'm going to do a whole ass fucking politics podcast. And obviously it's fucking awesome opportunity. Like it's sick. And like I said, I can't fucking stress this enough. Like I love the fucking crew, man. They're so dope. And Ethan too, obviously. So they said that because they disagreed with him. And the new host is, what is this? Oh shit.
Thank you for the being.
Let's just hope he doesn't end up marrying someone in the Klein family. Nah, the show will end in one of them finding out there's an arrest.
Yeah, I mean, the show's gonna be so awesome. I don't need to bag on that show too much, man. Like, I really hope that show takes off. And I know people are like, "Oh, you're just being a mouthpiece for it now." Like, what do you mean being a mouthpiece? The show just fucking started. Maybe let it have 10 episodes or more before we start traction. Before having an opinion. Don't say trash. Say trash. That's wrong to say. You respect the community. You want to be a part of the community? Show your respect. That's all I gotta say. Dang, it's already 8. That went by fast. But, it's interesting. Yeah, it's not on any of the. It will be though, I hope, on any of the podcasts soon. And I can have something to listen to while I'm walking to school in the morning. Because I'm a big podcast buff. I do this myself, but I'm also like a really great podcast buff. And I like listening to different, podcasts that reflect my interest and my political views and my feelings. Yeah. Here, it's what else? Like again, I'm looking at this. I stopped sharing my screen for a moment, but I'm looking at the video now. It's still up, and they've got the background of the purple White House. It's just so cool. I hope they keep that. I hope they don't try to do something different. Keep it that way. But totally keep the stuff as it is. What I would say, as they get into it, maybe get into it next few months. Maybe put a logo here. Oh, shoot. Hold on. Okay. Maybe put a logo right here. Hold on again. Maybe put a logo or something This is just like a suggestion, not a criticism. Like, put a logo right here, a logo up top, a logo here, and a logo here. Like somewhere, not like a logo everywhere on the screen, but just like somewhere like on the side here, show that hey, it's a show. So it's whatever. But I'm sure, hopefully, they'll do that, and maybe in the hopefully not so distant future. I would say that what did I say? Because we just got started. But yeah, man, this show's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be cool. I'm so happy for this new show. And again, I've only been like a keen watcher, like an occasional watcher of H3. So I haven't really like gotten into it yet. But maybe in like the Steven Crowder days when I started like, really watching H3. But I've been familiar with the stuff like H3 After Dark stuff. But man, this again, I keep saying it, but this show's gonna be awesome. I'm really looking forward to this. So kudos to you guys, even finding this on Biker. Kudos, man. Y'all are gonna be good at this. Y'all are gonna be so proud. The millennials are taking over like left media. Like the online media that was dominated by left millennials is so now even double overtaken by this. Because this is so freaking good. But yeah, that's just kind of my favorite. Like put a logo here and whatnot. But I'm sure they'll do that once they get the kinks worked out of this show in the future. But yeah, man, this show's gonna be awesome. Somebody very rich with new pod cell supplements. Not in my chat. In the video where Boss is doing the Twitch stream, the Twitch chat, somebody said, "When will the new pod sell supplements?" I don't think they really want that. Don't think they really want that. But, the first shot of the day. I think that's my body telling me it's time to leave. As much as I don't want to. Because I've already knocked off 1 hour, going till 9. But, this isn't new form. It's just kind of adjusted, adjusted time for me. Anyway, I'll stand for a little longer. I'm a little tired. I mean, I still got some water. You say aqua? I say aqua. Who knows? Always sick. Tomorrow's going to be a better day for the stream. We're going to actually have some serious newsworthy, like, journalistic discussions with Jay and Andy World, again with the Del Rio. So check that out tomorrow. That's going to be cool. I'm going to have to do a lot of research. Doing some research today and then doing research tomorrow. So I'm excited about that. And then, let's see what's coming up. Karthik is still in the works. I need to actually reach out to him. See what his schedule's like. Sunday stream with RC. Oh, I didn't want to mention this. I didn't mention this in the beginning because I should have. Sunday, I will be doing a stream with RC Roberts again on Sunday, and I will be doing. If you're not familiar with the show or the podcast, These Are Bad Movies with Amy Bell and the forgot the other. I know the lady's first name. No, that's not it. Hold on. Okay. I knew I had it somewhere because I knew I wrote it down because I forget. So this Sunday at noon Central, as always, is the usual Sunday stream with RC from Filthy Enemy on Substack. And then, I'm going to keep saying it. I keep saying it, people will go. And the guest will be Amy Bell and Amanda Filiante. I hope I said that right. From the podcast These Are Bad Movies, which you should check out. You know what? I'm going to do something I haven't done before. I'm going to do it right now. I'm going to plug that podcast and give a shout out. It's something I should have done in the future. I should do more like respect. I should do more complimentary stuff. I do already. Yeah, I still have to do it. Let's see. Bad movies. Okay. It doesn't. So we should. I'll plug this. So this is These Are Bad Movies. Looks like they did. Tammy Faye. That was 2 days ago, 3 days ago. Yeah, I've been actually listening to them more recently. They seem good. They seem really good. I can't play any because again. So basically, it's a podcast talking about some of the worst movies that were made. Not the good kind of bad, the bad kind of bad. Preachy, low-budget movies that someone thought were a good idea at the time. Every movie was right. We'll give you all the information you need to. Never subject yourself to these quote films. And I have listened to it again. It's really, really good. And so they're coming on this coming Sunday with RC. And hopefully, I cannot wait for that. Wait for it because I've been listening for. Well, when I say I've been listening, I'm just now starting to listen. So I do what I do when I find someone that's associated with somebody on the left that I've known for a while. And RC, I haven't known him for a while, but we got acquainted via social media, and then he introduced me to Amy. When I say he introduced me to Amy, I mean I found her on Facebook, and she liked one of my posts with RC, and then I added her. She accepted it. So, telephone game. And then Amy, and then where was I? Brain fart. And then we talked with him, and that's how I go into our private conversations in RC, and I was like, hey, let's, I'll see that, trying to see if Amy would come on. And she did. So she's coming on this Sunday with Amanda, and again, Amanda Filiante. That's how you say it. So that's I apologize if I got it wrong. Again, from the Red Movies. Go check out the podcast. And I do this thing. I listen to the first episode and then just work my way up. So when I say I've been listening for a while, I haven't been. I'm like on maybe the fourth or fifth episode. I'm trying to get myself acquainted with new shows on the left that are leftist based. But that is going to be how do you say it? That's going to be a thrill. That's going to be a total, I think, thrill to do. And I hope that you come in this weekend to this Sunday, this coming Sunday. That's gonna be cool. So that's just a little. Excuse me. That's just a little plug to again to support my fellow leftist, trying to keep the corporate establishment out of power. Not out of power, but from getting more power, because it seems that they're going to stay in power for a long time, which is terrible, which is dreadful, which is bad, which is all the negative. Oh, and I think the one thing I'm aware of some people saying that they either can't hear my stream or they're able to hear it, but it's coming in and out. I gotta say, I'm very sorry. My it's not always the best. On the spectrum, but what can I do? I can complain and know why and bitch all I want, but it's not going to get anywhere. Like right now, it's jumping from all green bars to just one little red bar, and then back from green bars again, and then one little red bar again when it's done. And then it'll stay that way, and it'll go back that way. So something must be going on. Like right now, one just went back to a red bar. Oh, this is just a free flow Sunday night. Or not, it's not Sunday, it's a Monday night. Oh, boy. I like doing this. I love this stuff so much, but I still can't wait for it. I still am looking forward to what's left over. So again, I'm saying it, but Hassan and Ethan, y'all are good luck to y'all. You're gonna do good. You're gonna do good with that show. You're gonna probably do great with that show. All right, another long pause. Okay, I think I'm gonna sign off. I think I'm gonna sign off tonight a little early, so I'm getting a little tired. So, okay. So I did the whole sign off thing. So this is TJRS, the John Ross Show. Thanks for coming on. Thanks for watching. The one Twitch viewer, and then the YouTube viewers that came in out all night. Catch me on Monday through Friday at 7. It still says 10, but there's probably going to be a time and a difference. That's probably going to have to change temporarily to kind of fit around my school schedule. So just be aware of that. Of course, read me on Substack, TJRS.substack.com. I should be blogging there, but I again so much busy that I haven't had time. Like today, I was on the Substack and I was like, you know what? I say I blog on here and I haven't been, so I need to jot some ideas down. Damn it! So I do this kind of do the blogging and the podcasting at the same time. It's just part of the progressive news media. I should be very close. The alternative media part of it. Follow me on social media. Twitch is at John Ross. 1992. It's my birth year. Facebook is John Ross. Twitter is Jonathan Ross. YouTube is John Ross. It's not TJRS, the John Ross Show anymore. Initially, that was the official page, and I decided ultimately that I'm just going to keep it as my name. It's actually not only the show, it's not going to just be the official page that this show gets posted on. It's also the page that I use to, chat with other streamers, people, comments, and things like that. And also Patreon, patreon.com/TJRS. Give what you can, if you can. It doesn't matter to me what you can. But, speaking of that, I've seen how other patrons do that. And they have like a certain system they do, and I think I need to go back and either do something myself or ask for assistance on how to set the Patreon up properly, to do it properly and professionally. The bars are going up and down again. So there's probably by the time this thing comes out, you're going to have a lot of issues. I think it's time for me. But anyway, as always, like and subscribe on social media, on YouTube and Twitch. Give me that thumbs up on YouTube. And if there's a thumbs up on Twitch, do the same. Subscribe always. I don't remember really, as always. I don't do so all the time. I'm going to try tomorrow to, of course, with Andy being on the show, I'm going to jam the world, that is, from Bad Takes Podcast. Being on the show tomorrow, I'm going to go the full hour, the full 2 hours, something like that. It's going to be cool. I'm stuttering. It's going to be awesome. So, as always, I will see you tomorrow. Hold on, let me get the graphic. The send off there. Okay. I will see you tomorrow. And I'm flooding this source. Okay. I will see you tomorrow. As always, work is best. Rest in power to Michael Brooks. Rest in power to Ed Asner. And I will see you tomorrow. Peace. Who is gay? No.